And live from the rinks in Hauppauge, New York, it's the 2023 Suffolk County High School Hockey League All-Star Game. Jack Ziskin alongside, well, George Calber, former SCHSHL defenseman, current Farmingdale State College Rams defenseman. How you doing tonight, George?
Doing pretty good. How's it going?
It's going great. Well, you might have some allegiances in this game. Obviously, Colin Calber suiting up for what we're going to tentatively call Team 3. That is your home team for this matchup. They will be coached by, well, it appeared originally, actually, my apologies, it's going to be Team 1. It's going to be, did Calber get on and off? Didn't you see Colin over there?
I did, but now Greg Monty's on.
Now, I think they sent out the wrong team, but irregardless. So that's going to be Team 1 and Team 2. So this squad has Monty from SCHSHL, their head coach, John LaRochester, obviously someone you're familiar with.
Yep.
And then
played for him last year, and now he's my general manager. Crazy turn of events.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, no, he runs this team, and that's how he snipes everyone for Farmingdale. I mean, that team's got Jackson, Tom Forty on, and a lot of Varsity alumni from last year.
Yep.
We got, so this team, some names to watch for in Team 1. Who do you got?
Schuerman, definitely. Bobby Treitz.
And he's been hot since he came back.
He's a sniper, that guy. I played against him all the time.
He's a really good player for sure, and you know, it's great to see him back on the ice. The Bulls are a different team with him in the lineup, and he's going to be you got Hudzinski too. He's KPC's captain this year. I believe you played against him last year. You got a couple others on here. Pepe's. This team has a lot of firepower, to say the least. A lot of firepower. And we're going to wait and see how long these periods are, because I actually don't know offhand, to be honest. It's not 15 minutes, I know that much. But Tittle, Catazone's new. He was with JV last year. Henshaw, obviously. I think Henshaw leads all defensemen with points this year, too. And then on the other side, well,
Sean Walsh. I played defense with him last year. That was my D partner.
Well, there's a lot of defensemen on that squad. You got Jack Mancini.
Jack Mancini, he was my travel D partner, so.
So it's really a who's who of who's played with George Calber. And then you got Michael Paduano, defenseman from Longwood. Sean Richardson, defenseman from KPC. Brent Burdett, defenseman from the T-Birds. They say defense wins championships. I'm not sure that applies to all-star games. We're going to find out here tonight. Got Krauthammer in net, too.
Mancini at center. This is going to be fun.
He's centering. Oh. Has he ever done that before? Like,
nope.
Nope.
That was all me. They used to play me at forward on goals.
Oh, my God. It's kind of funny. And then you got, well, he's flanked by Ivers, obviously someone you've played against. Plays with your brother currently with the Freeport Arrows.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was great calling that SCHSHL game, because everybody just walked in at the start of the second period. The crowd's coming in at the same time. It's like they've timed it in sync, like they're tracking them on like Snapchat or something. It's fantastic.
That game was good.
It was a great game. I mean, Pepe actually scored the game winner in that one.
Yeah, that was back and forth.
It was, and your youngest, or not youngest, second youngest brother, Cameron, played a huge role in the first period of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know there was a Cole Calber until like a week ago, and I'm just like, my God, there's so many of you.
It's not even SCHSHL anymore, it's the Calber Hockey Club.
It might as well be. I mean, they don't have a mascot anyway. They might as well be the Fighting Calbers. You got Bobby Treitz versus Jack Mancini, Thomas Ivers versus Anthony Pepe, and Landrigan versus, I believe that's Catazone on the back end. And the faceoff has been won back by the home squad. Turnover. Pepe against Landrigan. Comes to Bobby Treitz. Mancini can't get it off his stick. Now Ivers forces a turnover. He's got Landrigan with him. Lead pass, Landrigan racing after it. Brody Dixon in net for the home squad as Landrigan tried to go for the Michigan. Pass ends up with Mancini after it's deflected. Then Pepe gets a stick on it, forces the clear, can't gain possession. Then Treitz forces a turnover against his former teammate. Pepe coming in on the breakaway, and he scores.
What a snipe.
to say the least. Now, how does George Calber break down this goal?
Let's see, a good chip by Trites. Great read. Mancini's out of position. I'm gonna clown him later for that.
Well, it's a...
And the GoPro's got it on, too.
Well, it's going to be a 1-0 game now. I believed it was the home squad who scored. They have it listed as the guest, but nonetheless, Trites now heading up ice against Mancini. Looks like they moved him back to defense pretty quick.
Center's not working out.
Fleischhauer's shot goes wide there. Ivers races to pick it up. Ended up dropping it back off to Mancini. He's pressured by Sean Tittle. Escapes pressure, Fleischhauer. And that one goes in to the bench. Ever play with Fleischhauer at all, or he's not on the...
He used to play against him. He's a good player. Me and him had good battles one-on-one. I had good battles with a lot of these guys. It's so weird watching from the stands instead of playing with them now.
Tittle walking in, that shot goes wide. Well, you played with Monty, you made the drop pass there. He's playing defense now.
It's weird, he played forward last year for us.
I just meant on that particular play, to be honest. They've dropped a few guys back, though, when they're shorthanded. You got your old D partner, Sean Walsh, who's in this game. Trying to stay out of the box currently. Monty racing up ice now. Be interesting to see if he gets called for a penalty in the All-Star game. Him and Kinkowski. If you're betting on someone to take a penalty in this game, it's one of those two, I gotta say. Dixon's picking it up. Moves up the wall. McCormick gets a skate on it. Monty's gonna pick it up beneath the goal line. His pass deflected off the back of the net. Dixon has to settle it. Moves it to Hudzinski. What did you think when you saw that Brody Dixon had decided to lace him up as a skater and score his first career varsity goal against Longwood?
I laughed at first. No offense to Longwood, but that was pretty funny.
Schuerman now with it. Johnny scores. And Brandon Schuerman now, he spent last year with Middle Country. He's got 3 hat tricks this year. Appears we got issue with the scoreboard there.
Schuerman's an underrated player.
He's a very strong player. I don't think you can underrate his skill. We've been doing power rankings this year, actually. We didn't put him on because they had moved him back to defense, and I wasn't sure where to put him. Gets it now, though. Pass across to Henshaw. I think George Calber would have made that list last year. Top 10 defenseman in the SCHSHL. Either way.
Top 3.
Top 3, all right. I like it. Berde moving it to Gigante. He actually wasn't listed on the roster. It was Jordan Mercado, but he's playing in this game now in Peduano's spot. Correction. Mercado's still listed on another roster. Walsh has possession. Pass comes. Berde. You got to appreciate the fact that they're just rolling out 3 or 4 defensemen at a time this squad.
Surprised.
I mean, and you look at this roster of Henshaw. They have Henshaw, Catazone, and I guess, I don't know who the third defenseman would even be on that unit. I think they're running Monty if you look over at the bench. Pepe scores again. As it turns out, defense may not win all-star games.
I mean, when you have firepower,
well,
a lot of it, I don't think defense.
I think we're looking at a lot of it in the rearview mirror. If you look at the top of the standings, and Trites is coming in now. His shot blocker decided. Trites is ranked 6th in scoring. Pepe is 3rd. As that attempt will go. Ivers now lead pass broken up by Catazone. Entering, he's got Trites.
Oh my God, Walsh.
An attempt to tip in for Catazone won't go. Now Walsh lost his footing behind the play. His former D partner not impressed. Ivers now with Walsh. Pass across, shot turned aside by Brody Dixon. He lets it go. Running clock for this 3-on-3 tournament. Pass across, shot goes wide again. Walsh. Still looking for his first goal this year, actually.
I think he'll get it soon.
It's a bit surprising, honestly. He's got a lot of skill, but...
You just got to stay out of the box.
I mean, Kinkowski hasn't stayed out of the box. He's got 28 goals on the season. I guess there's exceptions to the rule.
He's a good player, though. Walsh is just Walsh.
Now Ivers is coming in. He's still trying to put his team on the board. That shot goes wide. Has there ever been a shutout one of these 3-on-3 tournaments? I gotta say, I'm not sure there has been. Trites now has possession, pulls up in the corner. Still has it. On his backhand, pulls up. Looks for the pass across, it's deflected by Krauthammer. Comes to Fleischauer. Pulls up against McCormick. Puck comes to Trites after a near turnover was forced. Mancini now picks it up. Gains the zone. Comes to McCormick. Jack McCormick to... Was that was
God.
right there for Blake Brown. Did not find the back of the net that time. No, I think that was swing and a miss. Fleischauer came in that time. Mancini breaks it up. Clock winding down, time running out in the first game of this 3-on-3 tournament. Mancini's pass broken up Monty. Turnover forced, Mancini. Across the red line, he's got Jack McCormick with him. Can't thread the needle on that one. And Heath ends up throwing it across the zone, comes out. Mancini picks it up. Turnover forced by Monty. Mancini gets it right back. Now Brent Burdett and Nicholas Gigante on the rush. Gigante shot turned aside by Dixon. Well, he's probably a better goaltender than a goal scorer, but he's not bad at either. Another attempt won't go. Did you see Monty making the All-Star team last year?
Nope.
Nope.
It's a different situation, though. We had a way different team.
Well, this
And
year
he was also one of those younger guys, too.
He a junior now?
He's a senior, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Last year as a junior, though, he was more like a grinder guy, like one of those depth guys your team needed.
Budzinski now on the breakaway. Scores! And once again, it's Budzinski this time. It's 4-0. I'm not sure anybody's ever been shut out in a 3-on-3 All-Star game in the SCHSHL. They've only been doing it for a couple of years, but still. Not sure that's a distinction you want.
Surprised. It's a good team they're going against.
Henshaw against Landrigan that time. The play was broken up by Richardson. Schuerman picks it up. Pass across, intercepted by Richardson, coming in. Poked off his stick, second effort by Richardson that time, and now Budzinski will pick it up. Now I'm assuming you've taken a look at the standings this season for Longwood as Krauthammer nearly let that one in. So I'm sure you're aware of your old buddy Schuerman's record on the season. You think this comes as a little bit of, I don't know, maybe cathartic to get a win in the All-Star game?
I think it would be refreshing, you know?
And Longwood's had their chances. It's actually surprising they haven't, to be quite honest. But that is neither here nor there. After 10 minutes, it appears that Coach John LaRochester's home squad for this event will move on. They had it listed as the third period on there, so I assumed it was a one-period event. Maybe 20 minutes?
Unless they just played 3 10-minute no time.
Yeah, I mean, well, you were here for the skills competition earlier tonight, and I'm sure a lot of people watching now were as well. We're getting a couple questions about the All-Star jerseys. And as you know, of course, the Long Island Sports Network, who broadcasts the game, we're entirely in charge of that aspect of the broadcast. I use the All-Star jerseys, honestly. I got no problem. For me, it's a classic look.
Last year we got them. I don't know. I guess they want to change it up.
Honestly, I think they just wanted to save 20 bucks. Landrigan has gained the zone now. Pass across is deflected. Puck ends up in the slot. Ivers picks it up. Shot on net, turned aside. Second attempt, turned aside. They didn't switch sides of the ice either for 3-on-3. Pepe saving that one as he now chases after Walsh, who left it behind. Ivers takes over. He's got Landrigan with him. Pass across, Landrigan fires, shot turned aside.
Good pass.
Well, Ivers does lead the league in assists this year. He's done that with Natra out for the past month. Shot turned aside by Krauthammer now. And Ivers has really thrived, actually. Like, you're never going to be better without Ryan Natra, but he's done about as well as you can expect. Walsh can't gain the zone that time. Turnover forced. Bobby Treitz now with it. Gains the zone. Landrigan tries to knock him off the puck. Can't. Pepe back to Treitz. Can't connect. Treitz looking to go across. That's broken up. Ivers trying to settle it against Treitz. Obviously, Treitz, the captain of this year's Bulls squad. Landrigan, who he's going up against, captain last year's JV squad. Ivers' shot turned aside again by Dixon. Posting a shutout in this year's All-Star game. Tittle finds Fleischauer. Slips past McCormick, has Monty. Fires a shot, that goes wide. Now Monty forces turnover, coming in.
Oh my, I'm clowning him.
Oh my God. That's a tough look for him, obviously. Should have said, oh my gosh, my apologies for that. But now Tittle forces a turnover, looking for Monty. Nice pass there, but the puck is bouncing on him. Comes in, look back to Tittle. Comes in, fire shot, he scores. So now Sean Tittle makes it 5-0. Play it all Tittle. I think so, yeah. I wasn't sure if we should.
I wonder what's going through Greg's head right now after missing that.
It's tough, just got to roll with the bounces. I mean, he's playing defense in this tournament, so as much defense as you get in an All-Star game. Now Monty coming up. He split the defense. Mancini racing after him. Shot turned aside. Rebound turned aside again. Krauthammer. Fleischauer got a couple shots on goal. Krauthammer stopped him there. Mancini to Jack McCormick on the breakaway. Hudzinski racing after him. McCormick shot. He scores.
They finally got one.
Well, I guess he has the dubious distinction of scoring his team's first goal when we're in the second period of play. Down but not out. 6:38. Less than that now remaining in the second.
Hello, brother Cameron.
Cameron Calber joining us right outside the booth. We do not have a third headset on us. Don't think I didn't check. Brody Dixon has come out of his net to play the puck.
We'll make fun of him later after wiping out in the fastest skater.
Schurman has it now after the pass from Hudzinski. Now it comes to Liam Henshaw. Pass to the slot, Schurman. Pass across, tried to thread the needle to Hudzinski that time.
Good luck.
Very strong skater. Now he's coming in again, second attempt, looking for the pass. Finds Henshaw. That one comes out of the zone. Coming in now, Blake Brown, forced outside. And now, home squad gets a clear. Henshaw on the breakaway. Krauthammer comes out and breaks it up with the poke check. There's a penalty on the play. Now, it would be great to see this go to 3-on-2. I do not believe that's what it goes to. I think it's going to be a penalty shot here.
And it wasn't even Sean Walsh who took the penalty.
Krauthammer that time. Henshaw coming in against Krauthammer. Can't get the shot off, so Krauthammer rewarded. And the clock actually stopped for that shot, so it's actually still 5:18. My apologies on that. Did not notice the stoppage. It's going to be a face-off. And your buddy Shurman, he's got 16 points on the season. Face-off has been won to him now. You know how many goals Longwood has on the year? 21. He's got 12 of them. 3 hat-tricks. He just broke up that play, but his teammate Gigante, who's got 5 of them, ends up picking it up. And then he loses it. Shurman. Pass is deflected by Gigante. Landrigan now. Poked off his stick by Trites. They get the clear, puck comes to Walsh. Back to Landrigan. And now a turnover force comes back to Landrigan. Pass looking for Walsh, broken up, and now Bobby Trites on the breakaway. Racing after him is Gigante. Poked off his stick, shot gets recovered, and then the shot goes wide. Gigante spent last year along with JV squad. And now re-entering, it's Landrigan. Trying to get a shot on net as his team is in the middle of a change. Pepe picks it up. Cutting to the outside of Walsh, beats him. Fire shot that's stopped by Krauthammer, he gets the cover. Ends up moving it on to your old defensive partner, Walsh. Across the red line. Gains the zone. Has it poked off his stick by Catazon. To Landrigan. Turnover forced by Pepe. Ivers back on the defense. Bobby Trites with Pepe. The Bulls captain receives the pass. Goes right back, but it's deflected by Ivers. Moves it up to Richardson. 2-on-1 with Landrigan. Looking for the pass. Can't find it. Now he does, and the shot.
Oh.
No goal. Brody Dixon, ladies and gentlemen. And now puck comes back to Landrigan. Moves it back to Ivers. Trites gets the stick on it, but Ivers is going to recollect this one. Pass comes to Richardson to Landrigan. Pulls up, fires shot, that goes wide. Now pass towards the front for Ivers from Landrigan. Looking to Michigan. No goal. Tried to Michigan on his own goaltender. What goes through your mind when you do something like that?
They're definitely going to have a nice little chat in the locker room.
That one's poked off Trites' stick by Ivers. Well, he's got the GoPro on, so maybe he gets a bit of a pass for that.
Didn't Thomas Kinkowski hit the Michigan last year on Brody in the All-Star game?
He might have.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I mean, we've seen freshmen hit the Michigan this year, so not saying it's lost its luster, but a bit more common as Mancini pulls up. And Kinkowski got the tender from the Junior A club, so there's a reason for that.
It's well deserved.
Yeah, we did a piece on that, which is available on the LI Hockey website. Blake Brown firing a shot towards the net that goes wide. Monty picks it up. McCormick forces the turnover, moves it back to Brown. Dixon with the poke check. That's 2 poke checks from Dixon, then a shot ends up being blocked to the side. I guess his tendency to come out and play the puck works to his advantage in this setting. McCormick to Brown, and he scores. Let's try and run The replay on that one, if we have time. That's going to make it a 3-goal game for the first time since the first period. And pass comes across. McCormick to the point. Back to McCormick. To Brown. He buries it. Face-off's been won forward by Jack McCormick coming in on the breakaway. Turned aside by Dixon. Greg Monty picks it up. Has Fleischhauer with him, coming in 2-on-2 against Burdett and Mancini. Burdett forcing the turnover. Fleischhauer on it now. And now Fleischhauer is pulled up, drops it off. Sean Tittle. Comes back to Ryan Fleischhauer. Back to Sean Tittle, back to Fleischhauer. To Monty, who shot his turn side. Second attempt. Krauthammer gets a stop. Third attempt. Turned aside.
Greg can't buy a goal.
Yeah, we might be looking at that term in the rearview mirror at this point. He's getting his looks. He's been a great finisher this year, but as Krauthammer clears that one down the ice, the period will expire. And I believe that's going to be the final score. 2 10-minute periods. And the home team, featuring Brandon Schuerman, Bobby Treitz, Liam Henshaw, looks like they'll pick up the win here tonight. We got more games coming up. I'm not entirely sure if there's an ice cut in between. That would mean the next game is going to be between teams 2 and 3, so we will see Colin Calber in that one. And he'll be going up against Thomas Kankowski.
It's a lineup.
That's a lineup. That's also, they moved Calber to center. They moved your brother to center and kind of freed up Kankowski to just
fly up the wing. It's good
Yeah.
now. They're because him, Colin, and Cameron, they all play on the same line.
And it's been a devastating unit. Looks like they're heading right back out there, so no stoppage. At least I don't believe so.
I'd assume it's after this game.
Yeah, they're just getting set for warm-ups. So we'll set up time for that one. They're heading out already. Kankowski was against Citron. Well, that was the Michigan goal, I'm assuming. So Brody Dixon might have some words for you after saying that he gave him a Michigan goal. You don't seem that concerned about it.
Brody loves me.
Well, now it's the New Station netminder, Michael DiGirolamo, in between the pipes. Now, obviously, a bit of a change from last year. I believe Scott Loeb was still on the roster last year as well, though.
Yep.
He competed in the skills competition. And obviously, last year's starter, Alessandro Giletti, is now moved on. DiGirolamo is taken over. On the other side, it's going to be Patrick Ryan of the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Now, the Bulls are unique because the Bulls are really good at tying games. 3 ties on the season. They haven't lost by more than 1 goal. They've tied EI, they've tied Sachem, they've tied St. Anthony's. Ryan has a league-leading 3 ties. Somewhat dubious distinction. Not his fault necessarily, but not necessarily the title you want.
Yep. There's only so much you could do as a goalie, though.
Especially in Suffolk County high school hockey. Not exactly a goalie-friendly league. If there's one constant over the years, it's that. And just taking a look at the lineup. So we got Matt Campagnola, Brian Slattery, Tyler Granelli, Austin Rutkowski, Colin Calberer, Michael DiGirolamo, Gavin Barham, Devin Curry, Jake Mangano, and Kieran Pollard. So a good number of those players you're familiar with.
Yep.
Only ones who played JV last year would be Barham from Smithtown, Curry from the Friars. And that actually might be it. Oh, DiGirolamo from Sachem, the goaltender. And then on the other side, we got Jesse Lemza, LJ Lena, Jordan Mercado, JT Caruso, who saw some action last year at the varsity level, mainly played at the JV level. Thomas Kinkowski, someone you're somewhat familiar with. David Wetzel of Smithtown, another, I believe he was Wetzel at varsity last year?
I don't remember.
Yeah, then we got Patrick Ryan, second-year netminder. Gerard Nealon, he's in his third year with the Friars, which is an impressive accomplishment in its own right. Scalero and Shields as well. You're not going to know many of the players on the Bulls besides Trites. They all played JV last year.
No, because last year they had a big senior-friendly team. Us, it was completely different. There was only like 5 of us.
Yeah, Wetzel's a first-year varsity player. He played JV 2 years ago. Played Royals last year. And I guess this year he's back with the Bulls. It's a lot of rookies, to say the least. I suppose it helps when your JV club wins it all.
Yep. It's like that with Sachem for 2 years ago. They won JV.
I think if you look back at Kinkowski's numbers, those were pretty good, to say the least, when he played JV. I'm trying to remember offhand. He's got 28 goals this year. He's really cashed in with Ryan and Otra out of the league. He's like, oh, this is my chance to make sure he can't catch me this year. Has 15 goals in his last 4 games, 4 goals in 3 of them. He netted a first period hat trick in 3 of them. When he played JV, he had 55 goals, 28 assists, 83 points.
That's a lot.
That's pretty good.
I think that would be pretty good.
Your brother didn't do that badly either. Colin had 76 points, 73 points, 37 goals, 36 assists. Some pretty decent numbers there, and Kinkowski has it now. Gains the zone, coming in against his own netminder, DiGirolamo. Pass intended for Lemza, comes to Granelli, who finds Campagnola. Poked off his stick by Nealon. Lemza gets it back, tries to move it to Kinkowski, but getting offsides. Face off right outside the zone. It's Campagnola versus Lemza. Lemza gets the better of him that time, and Slattery comes in to rescue it. Under pressure, cuts up the ice in front of his own net. He's got Granelli with him. Lemza racing back. They enter the zone, and his shot's turned aside by Ryan. Nealon ends up with the puck now. Heading up ice. Cuts in, splits the defense. That's Kieran Pollard actually back for home team. As Kinkowski has it at the line. Slattery forces the turnover. Kinkowski tries to get it back. Pollard picks it up, and then JT Caruso forcing the turnover. Kinkowski gains the zone, trying to cut back in against Colin Caliber, who forces the turnover. Puck comes to JT Caruso. His shot goes wide. Now Wetzel beneath the goal line. Turnover forced, heading up ice. Jake Mangano against LJ Lena. Looking for the wraparound, can't find it, pulls up. Gets Caruso, has Colin Caliber, has Kieran Pollard. Moves it to Colin Caliber. To Pollard. Caruso forcing a turnover, racing after it, gets a stick on it. Has it, across, ends up in Wetzel's skates. And now Pollard picks it back up. Coming in, fires a shot that's turned aside by the toe of Patrick Ryan. Wetzel's going to pick it up. He's got Caruso ahead of him, but Caliber takes away his option. Now Wetzel's shot goes wide. Caruso has it back. Coming in. A second effort by Mangano breaks that up. Wetzel comes back in. Pollard now has possession. His shot's turned aside. Now Caruso gets it right back. Now your brother made his debut at the varsity level as a sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Caruso did the same, and while he didn't put up the same lofty numbers at the V level. He also didn't have a running mate like Kinkowski. He's actually drawing comparisons to both players. You see any of that, or just with the speed at this age?
I think the game's changed a little bit, though. Oh.
Ooh. That was something. Obviously incidental, but now Shields will head the other way. Looking for the pass. Tried to find Scalero. Shields has really come on this year. Didn't have nearly as many points last year. I think he had like 2 goals, 1 assist, and he's quadrupled those numbers basically this year. Scalero coming in, pulls up, back to Shields, fires a shot, turns side, rebound. Mercado can't reach it. Heading the other way now. Gavin Barham against Patrick Ryan. Ryan makes the stop. Turnover force. Campagnola has it to Barham. Shot was deflected, turned aside. Kinkowski will now pick it up. We'll say this, if Caruso's gonna be anything like Kinkowski, he's probably gonna have to take a few more penalties. Kinkowski's shot turned aside by DiGirolamo.
Maybe we'll see him hit a Michigan.
It's possible, but are you going to do that against your own netminder? I mean, Thomas Ivers might be that cold-blooded. I'm not sure Kinkowski will do that. Slattery coming in on his backhand. Shot turned aside, went off the helmet. Campagnola picks it up, and then shot in the score. That's Slattery.
His backhand.
And apologies. It appears we forgot to I forgot to reset the scoreboard from last game. My apologies. This is a 1-0 game.
What a golden Sally. I love it.
He's a great two-way defenseman, and he's right up there in the lead among all defensemen for points this year with Liam Henshaw, actually. Face-off has been won forward. Brunelli after it. Has Campagnola with him. It's poked away by Ryan. Comes to Slattery. Can he get his second of the night? Shot off the back of the net. He collects the rebound under pressure from Kinkowski. And Milan's going to come away with it. Kinkowski has it on his backhand. Coming in with Lemza. Cutting around, looking for the pass. Shot! And he scores. That was a beauty. Well, he didn't get a Michigan, but
a good shot. Very nice.
If only it would let us roll the replay on this. My apologies. Appear to be having a bit of an issue with that. Let's see if we caught any of it. That we did not get this time. My apologies. It is a 1-1 game. We'll have that footage on our Instagram and Facebook page.
Nice spin move. Collins playing defense, you're right.
Paul Bird has been a very strong player this year, obviously, for West Ice, but they started out 3-3, but they're on a 7-game skid. He'll be looking to right that ship after the All-Star break, because right now he's sitting on the outside looking in on the playoff race. Puck has come back to Colin Calvert. Under pressure from Wetzel. He's got Mangano with him, but he'll head up ice. Enters the zone. LJ Lena with the poke check. Calber gets it back. Comes to Mangano, he scores.
Wow.
That was something.
That was sick.
And I promise we're not just rolling the replays for your brother's team, but let's take a look at that one. It seems like it's going to cooperate this time.
He batted that out of midair.
That's a beauty. And face-off at center is won by Mangano to Calber.
This game is Sally Central so far.
Cross Mangano's second shot, that's gloved by Ryan. He leaves it for JT Caruso. He's got the GoPro on his head. Heading up ice now, poked off the stick by Pollard. Can't get the zone exit, Shields. Looking for Caruso, couldn't find him initially. Mangano trying to take that pass away, and now Caruso versus Calber in the corner. Caruso now gets it from Shields in the bottom corner. looking for a pass, can't find it. Under pressure, continues to skate it. Has Shields, tried to find Kinkowski, he does. Kinkowski, shot through the legs, won't go. Some deft stick handling, but can't knock it down. Now Colin Caliber coming in on the breakaway. He scores.
That was the worst celly I've ever seen.
It's very common this year. It's pretty much the standard one we've gotten. We've had 2 or 3 players fall down doing it, so at least that didn't happen. Face-off has been one forward. Trying to answer back here, but Lemza now has come away with it. Gains the zone, but the puck comes to Rufkowski. Lemza hooks it off his stick. Gains possession, has Scalero with him. That pass skips a stick. Mercado trying to hold the line. Moves it back to Scalero. Rufkowski trying to angle him off the puck. Lemza gets it. Back to Scalero. Pass intended for Lemza, knocked down. Scalero picks it back up. Back to Lemza. Skips the stick of Mercado. Rufkowski looking for the clear, and now Scalero will race back for it. Under pressure from Barham. Drops it off the boards. Devin Curry will step into it. He's got Barham on the other side. Passes deflected. Tried to knock it out of midair. That won't go. Be picked up by Lemza. Turnover forced. Rufkowski gains possession. Pass comes to Barham again. Heads up ice. Enters the zone. Looks to split the defense. Can't. Nealon now looks to head the other way. Coming in. Got a shot off as time expired, but
Lost his GoPro. It's moving so fast.
Was it Nealon who lost the GoPro that time? I saw it behind the play, but still racing up ice, so I was trying to think of the right time to pivot to that. So, what are you looking for entering the second period?
I want to see Colin do it better, Sally. Kinkowski hit a Michigan. Honestly, I want to see some more goals.
This isn't enough?
Nope.
Well, we saw 4 goals in the first period of last game. Of course, those were all scored by one team, so at least it feels a little bit more even this time around. But you got to think a team of Kinkowski and Lemza is not going to be held to 1 goal. It'd be surprising, to say the least.
Surprised. I think they'll do more.
So irregardless, right now it'll be Wetzel in the dot, normally a defenseman, if I'm not mistaken. Pollard versus Wetzel. Calber gets it. He puts it off the wall. Pollard picks it up. Nice backhand feed to Colin Calber. Pass intended for Pollard, broken up. Calber gets it back, poked off the stick, comes to Pollard. His pass ends up with Mangano, bouncing puck. Has to be settled. Comes back to Pollard. To Colin Calber. Off the wall comes to Mangano. Pass comes to Colin again. He's under pressure from Nealon. Comes back to Mangano. Pass goes through the legs of Pollard. Lems is going to pick that one up. To Wetzel, looking to spring. Nealon, he gets a stick on it. No high sticking, no offsides, no icing. Nealon with possession. Under pressure from Calber. Strong defense there. Ends up going to the ice. You want me to clip that one for you?
Please.
Well, we'll roll that replay when we can. Wetzel has now picked it up. Re-enters the zone. Poked off a stick by Pollard. Wetzel separated from the puck. Kinkowski ends up rescuing it. Shot on net, won't go against DiGirolamo. Mangano with possession. Lead pass broken up. It's going to come back now. Wetzel with Kinkowski. Pass ends up being deflected. Kinkowski has to reset. Turnover forced by Slattery. Caruso rescues it, but he's under pressure from Brunelli. Caruso, nice move there. And Lena moves it over to Kinkowski. Coming in. Tried to make his move, was separated from the puck. Brunelli will take over. Comes back to Slattery. Angled off by Lena. Attempted clear, comes to Kinkowski. He's got Caruso with him. JT Caruso comes in. Turned aside by DiGirolamo. Kinkowski's rebound won't go. Kind of set a pick there, too.
Good way to ensure a breakaway.
Well, he got a nice look. Now Caruso has possession. Coming in. Shot turned aside. Puck remains in play. And now it's going to be picked up by Slattery. Has Campagnola, 2-on-1. Cutting in. Makes his move. Shot, he scores! Got the second of the game for Brian Slattery. It's now 4-1.
It's a good move.
Yeah, he's a defenseman. I guess you can keep him back there on the team with Ryan, Natre, Anthony Pepe, and who's that third one? Oh yeah, Thomas Ivers. Only the league's leading scorer that I was forgetting. Shields has come in. Brunelli has poked it off his stick. Kinkowski now back. Brunelli makes his move. Coming in. Ryan with the poke check. Shields picks it up. Has Kinkowski ahead. Rutkowski back. Beats Rutkowski. Shot. No goal.
Wow.
Caruso now racing after it. Brunelli actually tried to, I think I got a couple whacks and actually ended up being the one who went down to the ice. He's now entered the zone. Drop pass to Shields. Shot turned aside. Now Shields' pass comes to Kinkowski. Pass comes back across. Shields has poked off the stick by Devin Curry. Lead pass comes to Gavin Barrow. Beats Caruso to the outside, cuts in. Can't get the shot off against Wetzel.
Looked like he tried to do between the legs.
He definitely did. He's tried that in games before. I can't remember if he actually finished on one of those. He's had a couple breakaway goals this year. Shields against Barrow behind the net. Comes to Curry, comes across. Second attempt. Won't go for Curry. Halber with the escape turn against Shields. Kinkowski pokes it off the stick. Caruso. Kinkowski racing up ice. And they score!
What is Colin doing?
That is the greatest defensive play of all time. We are going to roll the replay on that. And I'm not cutting it short, even if another goal happens. That is just not worth it. Because watch this fantastic, fantastic dive. Outstanding. Thomas Kinkowski with his second of the game. Coming in now, it's Pollard. Through the legs, he scores.
Oh my God.
Makes it look easy. There we go. Our first replay caught the tail end of that last replay. Apologies for that. Oh, that's just unfair.
Another
now coming
big
in,
one.
Pollard. Shot goes wide. Trying to turn and go the other way, turnover forced. Mangano now coming in. Tries to toe drag against Mercado, forced to pull up. Now Wetzel forces the turnover. And he'll look to head up ice against Mangano. Scalero now coming in. Pass intended for Wetzel, couldn't connect. Wetzel went for the Michigan. Mercado gets a shot on net that's turned aside. Lead pass intended for Mangano. Wetzel forces a turnover, now re-enters the zone. Puts it through the legs of Mangano, nearly lost it against Pollard, gets it back now, has Scalero with him. Pass is broken up by Mangano. Flipped out of the zone, Colin Calber coming in, 5-hole.
Oh my God.
I've seen that celebration before. I think it was both a couple, probably like 3 years back now, but how does that celebration do compared to the first one? Happier?
Definitely better.
That's better. I would have actually gone the other way, to be honest. That was just my opinion, though.
I think Colin looks like a complete clown now.
Well,
He's got to make up for that dive somehow.
Campagnola's shot there turned aside. He loses his GoPro. And now Kinkowski heading the other way. Pass across, shot turned aside by DiGirolamo. Comes to Nealon. Walking in.
Oh.
Loses his footing. Slattery against Lemza, who forces the turnover. Lead pass comes to Kinkowski. Makes his move, shot, scores!
Oh my God.
No lead is safe when Kinkowski is in the game.
Your own goalie?
That's
You gotta do that to your own goalie?
He's got a hat trick in the game. DiGirolamo has stopped everyone else besides him. That's a pretty generous face-off lineup too. And now Kinkowski comes in, fires, shot, scores! We might have missed that on the replay. It was worth it. Wow, he's got 4 goals in the game. We got just over a minute remaining. He's not getting off the ice. Nealon has it now. Looking for Kinkowski. Comes back around, Barham with possession, tries to work it up the wall. Devin Gray, they've gone empty net. Turnover, Wetzel gets it, coming in, gains the zone, comes across to Jesse Lemza, fires, shot, scores!
Oh my God.
It's a 1-goal gain. No lead is safe in an all-star game. The clock is running, time is running out. Wetzel will stay on the ice, Lemza in the dot against Pollard.
So race the
Kinkowski
clock.
coming
Oh,
in.
he's hooked.
Gets hooked by Mangano. There's a call on the play. Wetzel has possession against Pollard. And we get a whistle. The clock will stop at 16.17.
This is intense.
It's going to be a penalty shot. There's 16.7 remaining. Kinkowski. Well, he scored.
He tied it.
5 of 6 goals for Thomas Kinkowski. You know,
It wouldn't be an all-star game without a comeback.
I mean, it wouldn't be an all-star game without Thomas Kinkowski. We're not going to have time to roll that replay. Face-off has been won. Coming in, it's Nealon. Shot off the iron.
Oh, my God.
Kinkowski after the rebound. Works it down to Lemza. He comes in. Pass across. Nealon tried to go right back. Play's broken up. Mangano picks it up. Has Colin Calber ahead of him. Elects to hold it. Fires a shot. It's blockered aside as time expires.
It was whipped down the ice.
We're going to have to check what the rules are for all-star game overtime. It's already running time. It's already 3-on-3. Personally, I'd like to see a Braveheart 1-on-1. I'm sure Kinkowski would favor that. going to be a shootout, though.
It's intense. I love it.
Yeah, you gotta love it. And to be honest, I'm not even sure you're rooting for your own brother right now. It's a 50-50 for me. I can't tell.
We'll see how he does, and then I'll be like, yeah.
That early Selly is still trying to work his way out of the doghouse for that one. Nealon Chai scores.
I think the dive made me start rooting for him, because that was, oh,
That's valid. So
that was pretty funny.
in the shootout, we have 1 goal by Gerard Nealon. So Slattery now will try to answer back. He's got 2 in regulation. Now coming in against Patrick Ryan.
Wow,
Toe save and a beauty.
Save.
That's outstanding. And now it's Kinkowski. So if he scores here, it's must score the next play. DiGirolamo can make a stop. The game will remain within 1, but Kinkowski. Are we even surprised at this point? Are you not entertained? Pollard now coming in against full start there. Now he'll go. This one with the game on the line. Pollard coming in. Turned aside by Ryan.
What a comeback.
5 goals for Thomas Kinkowski in regulation. He gets a goal in overtime. Gerard Nealon scores. And they're heading to the next round.
Colin, this is all your fault.
I tried
What
not.
a Sally.
The boat Selly. Let's roll the replay on that. Now wait. The coordination of this is really what gets me. I don't normally have to laugh on these, but that's pretty good. There's really no opportunity to laugh doing play-by-play, but that time there kind of was. And they're listing the final score as 6-8 on the scoreboard here, so we're going to list that as the final end. I guess does that count as a double hattie in your book for Kinkowski? That would be 6 with the shootout winner.
I think the shootout's a separate goal on its own.
I tend to agree, but it's worth asking the question. And now Stripes checking to see who's coming out next. I don't even think they're pulling anybody off the ice.
What's going on right now?
Nobody knows for sure. What I will say is this, it is wildly entertaining. I believe we're heading into another game. Boat. So while we wait for clarification, I'd like to take this time to remind you to follow the Long Island Sports Network at LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget to follow George Calber at
GCalbro20 on Instagram.
I had to, I'm sorry. So now we got, I believe we're gonna wait and see if we get an ice cut here. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we're back for the All-Star Game Finals. It'll be John LaRochester's squad. They're the home team. Wally Mitchell from Ohio Sports Network heading out now to run the GoPros for this event. We saw a few GoPros go flying earlier
Strap
on.
those things tighter.
Maybe.
Super glue.
I kind of like that idea, but it might not. I'm not worried about the cameras. I'm worried about the helmets.
Yeah.
So face off, and it's won back by Hudzinski. Shurman with it, pursued by Shields. Now he's gotten some rest. Coming in, fires a shot that's turned aside by Ryan. Would you rather play right after a game or have the rest?
Probably the rest.
Shurman forcing a turnover that time against Caruso, but Caruso racing back against them. Strong defensive play there. Comes to Henshaw. Across to Hudzinski. Well, you're also not getting undressed in the locker room, you gotta think.
Yeah.
Maybe half.
Keep your bottoms on.
Yeah. Then Henshaw makes that escape turn. Comes to Shurman again. Hudzinski's shot goes wide. Attempted clear, comes to Hudzinski. Back to Shurman. Makes a nice move there, maintains possession, and then poked off his stick. Shields racing up ice. Henshaw looks to box him out. Shot from Shields is deflected out of play. Right now, it's Ryan versus Dixon for this one. Dixon gave up 2 goals in the first matchup. That was a 5-2 win over Thomas Iver's team. Jack Ziskin alongside George Kalber for tonight's finals. George's younger brother Colin having been eliminated in the previous match. Bobby Treitz heading up ice with Shields on him. Looking for Catazone. Can't find him, ends up working it back down to Pepe. Gets it back to Treitz. Pepe walks into a shot. That's stopped by Ryan. Face off. Won by the home team. Bulls had possession, but Treitz's pass goes awry. They get the clear. Barham racing after it. Treitz with possession. Heading up ice. Gains the zone. Coming in against Lemza, his shot's deflected. On the rebound, LJ Lena angles him off the puck. They get the clear. Now Kinkowski racing out against Pepe. Boxed out, pass by Dixon. Kinkowski knocks it down. Coming in now. Fires, shot, scores!
He's on a roll.
I think we're looking at that. We're looking in the rearview mirror with that. He's been outstanding. But the hand-eye coordination when he knocks this down is really what gets me. Forget the shot. We've seen that shot probably half a dozen times from him just this season alone. He's coming in now. Forced to pull up that time. Comes to LJ Lena. Pass is deflected. Monty can't settle it. Fleischhauer on Lena as he tried to gain the zone. Turnover forced. Lemza gets it back. Comes to Kinkowski. Makes the escape turn, gains the zone against Monty and Fleischhauer. Moves it on for Lena. Turnover. Puck comes to Fleischhauer. To Monty. Coming in on the breakaway. Looking for the equalizer. He scores.
Got one. He finally got one.
Did he pay for it?
I don't know. Maybe he made a side bet with Ryan.
It would be interesting, huh? Now it's a tie game. Fleischhauer versus Lemza. Fleischhauer gets better than that time. Monty, hungry for more, gains his own. Puts it through the legs of Lena. It's poked off his stick. Pass comes to Fleischhauer off his skate. Lemza picks it up. Gains his own 1-on-2. Nealon enter the fray. Tittle with possession. Pass comes to Monty. He's got Fleischhauer with him. Nealon playing the pass. It's broken up. Second attempt to Fleischauer won't go. Stick is lifted by Lemza. Play will continue. Fleischauer has possession. And he's forced out of zone. Kinkowski and Lemza go for a change. It's going to be Caruso and Mercado heading out. Hudzinski shot deflected by Nealon. Mercado against Schurman. Mercado gets the clear, can't maintain possession. Re-entering the zone, Hudzinski with Schurman. Pass across.
Oh.
That's on his backhand there.
Yep.
Good look, though. Now trying to force a turnover. It's Caruso, but comes back to Schurman. He's got Henshaw with him. Gets tied up by Mercado. Strong defensive play as Caruso and Nealon enter the zone. Pass is deflected. Nealon picks up shot, turned aside, rebound, off the back of the net, and he scores! Off of Brody Dixon and in. And first shot won't go, second shot won't go. And just puts it off the skate of Dixon. It's now a 2-1 lead. JT Caruso with possession. Hudzinski forces the turnover. Nealon racing back. It's a breakaway. And he scores. Hudzinski.
Good shot.
He's got a heavy shot. We listed him as a dark horse for our article on the hardest shot contest. We actually didn't list Adam Lakowitz, an oversight on our part, but he didn't take kindly to it. He actually commented on our feed, added to a story and said, dark horse, ... Have to appreciate that, really do. Hudzinski's coming in, fires a shot that goes wide. Gonna come out on the other side to Bobby Trites. Turnover force, Gavin
Bobby.
Barham. Shot, barring out. And Trites had Landrigan's number in the first game. Gavin Barham, on the other hand, bit of a different situation as the pass intended for Barham, intercepted by Pepe. Forced to the outside by Shields, moves it to Trites, pulls up, looking for the shot, finds it, that goes wide. Comes out on the opposite side, the Catazone. Comes down low, shot from the Friars defenders, turned aside. Another GoPro on the ice.
I'm gonna tighten these things up.
I got a lot of questions. I've never seen this many GoPros come flying.
Is that number 5 on the ice?
5? That might just be 5 in this game. There's definitely more than 5 last time. As you can see, puck has come out of the zone. Catazone with possession. It's a 2-2 game here. Passes come to Pepe. Saucer pass to Trites. On the outside, Shields trying to force him outside. Trites cuts in, shot turned aside by Ryan. Second attempt by Pepe, that's over the net. Lemza looks to pick it up. Catazone maintains possession. Looking for the pass up front, but it's deflected. Ryan got a stick on it. Barham, correction, that's Wetzel now, racing up the ice. Might have actually said Barham earlier in the broadcast too, my apologies for that. Lemza with possession. Comes to Kinkowski. Pass across Lemza. Shot is turned aside by Dixon.
What a save.
And now heading the other way. Bobby Trites loses his GoPro, and then he loses the puck. Wetzel had it momentarily. Comes to Fleischauer. His shot's turned aside. Rebound is free. Ryan with the cover. Play will continue. Thought he had the cover there. Comes to Trites. Kinkowski gets a stick on it. Heads up ice with speed. Fleischauer racing after him. Slap shot off the iron. Turnover forced by LJ Lena. Nealon enters the zone. Poked off the stick by Catazone. Fleischauer heads the other way. He's got Sean Tittle with him. Off the bench, it's Monty. He's poked off the stick. Fleischauer to Tittle. Looking for Monty. Lena forces him behind the net. And now it comes to Fleischauer. Monty has it poked off a stick by Lena. Off the wall. Kinkowski collects. Gains the zone 2-on-1. Pass across, comes to Nealon, it's on his backhand. He tries to pull up, loses an edge, gives it back to Kinkowski. Toe drag through the skates, it's deflected. Monty will pick it up under pressure from Kinkowski. He's at the end of his shift, but you couldn't really tell. Monty now looks to split the defense. He does, coming in.
Ryan.
Shot is turned aside by Ryan. Comes to Tittle, second attempt, he scores!
Wow.
The Northport Huntington Tiger giving his team their first lead of the game, and will now head to the first intermission. It's a 3-2 game, and we've seen goals from Kinkowski. We've got one goal from Hudzinski, one goal from Tittle, one from Monty, and then on the other side we got Kinkowski. And who was that other one from? Were they both from Kinkowski?
I think so.
Well, if we're wrong,
We'll just give it to him anyways.
if we're wrong, you know what? Someone will comment on YouTube and tell us we're wrong, which I honestly appreciate because, you know, I'm not that smart. I'm not going to figure it out on my own. Here's my question. Where is Lucas Galera for the visiting team?
That's a very great question. But I don't have the answer.
I thought I saw him sitting on the bench earlier. Did not realize he hadn't headed back out. Hoping everything was okay. There's the face-off. It's one back to Henshaw. Makes the pass to Schuerman, to Hudzinski. Fires a shot that goes over the net. Caruso gloves it down off the wall. He's got Mercado with him, and he's got Neal on. Caruso cutting to the outside. Cuts in shot, turned aside by Dixon. Rebound is picked up. Carried to safety by Henshaw. Pass comes to Schuerman. He's got Hudzinski with him, but that pass is behind him. Forces him to pull up. Pass comes back to Schuerman. Back to Hudzinski. No shot on the play. As that one's paddled aside by Ryan. Nealon looking to spring Caruso. Against Henshaw. Turnover forced by the West Ice Lions defender. Lead pass to Brandon Schuerman. Off the wall, Stefan Hudzinski. Caruso back, Nealon on the back check. Hudzinski shot, he scores.
What a rip.
And the KPC captain gives his team a 2-goal lead. Kinkowski back out on the ice. William Shields, Jesse Lemza with him. Bobby Trites, Anthony Pepe, Michael Catazone on the other side for the home team. Lemza enters. He's got Kinkowski with him. Pass. Kinkowski deflected just over the net. Comes back to Lemza. Looks to get the shot off. Turnover forced. Pepe heading the other way. He's got Catazone with him. Shields back. Pepe's pass intended for Catazone was deflected. Lemza picks it up. Looking to spring Kinkowski. Pass is deflected by Catazone. He's got Pepe with him. Ends up finding Pepe's shot. Won't go. That one goes off the back of the net. Comes to Kinkowski now. He's got Shields with him. He's entered the zone. Loses the handle, comes to Shields. Tries to work it back down low. Bobby Trites gloves it down, comes to Pepe. Comes back to Trites. To Pepe. Shot, turned aside by Ryan. Rebound. Can't stuff it short side. Kinkowski.
Sachem versus Sachem.
Against Monty. Comes to Shields. Fires a shot off the iron. Now heading the other way, comes to Pepe. His shot, he scores.
What a pass.
That's 3 unanswered. Kinkowski will remain out with Wetzel and Lena. Fleischhauer wins the draw. Fires a shot that's gloved by Ryan, comes to Lena. Puts it off the wall. Kinkowski has Wetzel, finds him. The puck is bouncing. Bulls blue liner has to reset, but it's knocked off his stick by Monty. Kinkowski trying to force a turnover. Puck comes to Fleischhauer. Gets it out to Tittle. Lena trying to box him out. Puts it off the wall now. Fleischhauer picks it up, comes to Monty. Coming in on the backhand, looking for the pass to Fleischhauer. It's deflected. Wetzel can't settle it. Fleischhauer forcing the turnover. Has Tittle with him, but he elects to carry it out of the zone. Reset. Under pressure from Wetzel. Trying to lure Kinkowski out of position, force a 2-on-1, but the pass won't go. Monty on the forecheck. Puck comes to Kinkowski. He'll enter. Coming in, puts it through his legs. Fires shot that's turned aside by Dixon. Now Monty heading the way with Tittle. It's a 2-on-1. Lena back. Monty couldn't quite get the shot off. Kinkowski now heads the other way. Has Wetzel with him. Pass comes across. Shot, he scores! And it's a 2-goal game. Have we seen a Kinkowski assist tonight?
I think that was the first one.
I'm not saying he's a bad playmaker, far from it, but
It's a good sauce right on the tape.
that's a nice shot, too.
Good finish.
Henshaw works it over on the pass to Schuerman. Gets it right back. Beats Caruso, comes in on the breakaway, scores. And the Lions blue liner, West Islip Lions, of course, makes it a 3-score game yet again.
This is just a you score, I score type of game.
Well, Henshaw does tend to have that philosophy that the best defense is a good offense, and I suppose when you can do both, it's even better. Comes to Caruso, off the skate of Henshaw, to Schuerman, to Henshaw, with Hudzinski, and he scores. I suppose the answer to your question, I would probably take the rest. I'm assuming that was probably a yes. That's 5 of the last 6 for the home squad. This time it's from Hudzinski. And now Caruso gets it. Turnover forced. Nealon trying to split the defense. Separated from the puck. Dixon puts it off the wall. Caruso picks it up, tries to slip it past Schuerman. Can't. And now Henshaw coming in on the breakaway yet again. Ryan doesn't actually face a shot there, but Nealon will now look to head the other way. He's got Kinkowski and Caruso with him. As Nealon's looking for the open man. Finds Kinkowski. Across to Caruso. On the back door, Nealon scores.
Good
Tick,
luck.
tack, toe. I told you they. Caruso might be the closest thing to the next Kinkowski in this league. We'll see. You'll see Nealon now heading off the ice. Mercado steps back out. Face off, won by Pepe. Mercado tries separating from the puck. Kinkowski on the back check. Pepe, shot goes wide. Catazone with the keep at the line. Now it comes out to Trites in the slot, and he scores. Is that Cameron shouting Pepe, or?
Nah, I don't know. Doesn't sound like him.
One could
Very funny though.
Pepe wins the draw. I like this line because there's absolutely no pretense of trying to play defense. Caruso picks it up now.
They don't even need defense. Every time they get scored on, they put on 3 more.
Oh, I actually meant the Caruso-Kinkowski line. I think Mercado is playing a little bit of defense here. Caruso can play defense. Probably won't be in this game as Trite's now heading up ice. Puts it through his legs, turned aside. I think Pepe held back because he was just trying to get the best view at the GoPro. Schreitz has it now. Pass comes to Pepe. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Mercado tries to force a turnover. Can't. Schreitz picks it up, puts it all at the back of the net. Caruso ties him up, forcing the turnover. Looking for Kinkowski. Makes a nice move. Enters the zone. Continuing to skate it. Fires a shot. Rebound comes free. It's going to be picked up by Schreitz. He's got Pepe with him. In Catazone. Back to Pepe. Pass across to Schreitz. Ryan gets the cover. We get a whistle. It's a 4-score game. Face-off is won by Tittle. Shields pressuring. Fleischauer trying to pick it up on the drop pass. Pass comes across to Monty. Ryan gets a stick on it. Tries to fire one to Kinkowski. That pass is broken up. Monty regains the zone. Lemza trying to angle him out. Monty comes in. Has it. Fires it off of Ryan and into the net.
Wow.
That's the second time we've seen that in this game. We already saw it happen to Dixon. And it's a 5-goal game with 40 seconds remaining. Appears that your general manager is going to come out on top right now. Kinkowski can't get the shot on goal. Lemza picks it up. As Shields finds him. Back to Kinkowski. His pass is deflected. Fleischauer picks it up. Poked off his stick. Kinkowski can't settle it. Fleischauer regains control, has Monty. Pass is deflected. Ryan will pick it up. Ends up sending it out of the zone, and that'll do it. And it's a 9-4 win for the home squad. And I'd like to thank you for joining us on the Long Island Sports Network for this year's event. Congratulations to Ryan Fleischauer, Anthony Pepe, Brody Dixon, Stefan Hudzinski, Brandon Schuerman, Sean Tittle, Greg Monty, Bobby Treitz, Mike Catazone, Liam Henshaw, Jack Ziskin, and George Calber signing off. George, you got any final words for us?
Just watch the Farmingdale games. They're fun, so thank you for having me on here and showing support. So.
No, it's great. I love the Farmingdale games especially, and I'm not just saying that because I call the D2 games you play in, but a little bit more physical.
Very, but they're fun though.
If that's not a selling point, I don't know what is.
If you like fights, go watch them.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but you're not wrong. Thank you so much for watching the Long Island Sports Network. Have a happy New Year, have a happy New Year, everyone. Good night.